All right, here we are. This is welcome, my people. This is podcast number 1. This is called Godfrey Mindset with your host, Gavin Godfrey. And I've been waiting way too long to do this, and finally I pulled the trigger and let's go. So Godfrey Mindset. Let's introduce what this whole podcast is about, and it's about a mindset I've grown up with my entire life, not knowing it was evolving, not knowing where I was going to become. I just knew that I wanted to be successful. And growing up, action sports was a big part of my life. And with action sports comes trials. You ride, crash, and I was really good at crashing. So I've had my ups and downs with injuries, many concussions. Probably not good to say that, but I mean, I'm still here, whatever. So what I really wanted to do with this podcast was to bring value to people's life, to hopefully help people struggling with self-doubt, not confident in themselves, looking for kind of like a way up to get better. And for a long time, I didn't want to put myself out there to help people, more towards like afraid of being judged or I guess criticized for what I'm doing, because a lot of people nowadays, everyone's not afraid to like show the party life and the good life and high on 5 stars of vacation, whatever, doing the best that they possibly can do. And I'm more wanting to go towards like the side that nobody wants to show, the side of the dark times, to then create the light times. It's more of an opportunity to showcase that anything is possible. It's all a mindset to create whatever you want to create. And for us now, the mindset is to continue pushing forward, even though the times are hard and you may be lost, like I was lost with my purpose being taken away. I grew up having an amazing life. My parents and family, were huge supporters in everything I did. And we grew up having to go to my dad's shop and learn the value of work and taking pride in what you do, and to also not judge people for like who they are, who like the way they look on the outside, but to look within and see what value they bring to the life of that they live. And so I really want to cope in with lessons that I was taught through adventure, because adventure was a huge part of my life as well. My parents would work nonstop during the week to then take the whole weekend and take our family out and go on these adventures. And really, at the time, I didn't realize these would be memories I would hold on to and learn from and create these really fun like mindset towards like when stuff gets hard. But these adventures would never go perfect. They would always be an incident that would happen, pop tires, broken parts, all the above. Like if anybody's been on an adventure, they know what happens. And it doesn't always go as planned. But if you don't believe that you're going to get back or find a way to get back to camp, you're not going to get back to camp and something will happen, whatever would happen. But you just wouldn't get back to camp. And with that, you don't have your supplies, whatever. But the whole point is, whatever life is and how hard it is, if we have hope that we see an end that we'll get to, we'll pull through it. But you have to have hope to continuously push through. And so, and at times it's like so hard to find out what is that light to like at the end of the tunnel, like to get back to the camp. And if right now you're struggling to find that light, and it's the perfect time to be here, because I think sitting in with our emotions is way better than running away from them now. I think people want to run away. I wanted to run away. I went through crazy depression my entire life, and I didn't know what was going on. I just thought I was being weak as a man. And later on, I went and got brain scans, and it turns out depression's in my genetics. And it's been something I've had to deal with my entire life. And so if you're struggling with depression, you're not alone. We all have struggles. Like no one is perfect, so we all can relate. And so this podcast is to help people relate to themselves, bring themselves back to, ground zero, and to better themselves and I hope I can create the value, bring people up, and I'm wanting to do this podcast to create the man I see in the world is the man I want to be. And so I'm going to be that man and be the example towards like my younger self of what I wish I would have had in my life, and hopefully guide people to create a better life for themselves. So I'm so happy this podcast, I've finally started it, and I can't wait to get on to more episodes.